Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, before we go into our today's discussion, allow me to thank Mr. Owino. Mr. Owino just sent me his support, and the list continues. The other names I had read earlier, and of course, I had already told you that I lost my grandmom, and I was requesting for any help. And many people have really helped us. So Mr. Will is the latest person, and I thank him for that. I'm only mentioning one name because of the obvious reasons. Thank you so much, and now let us go to our discussion. Now, on Monday, ICC announced that it is currently wrapping up the investigation in a case facing 6 Kenyan suspects accused of crime against humanity. This was committed in 2007 after the presidential election. So, among this individual, William Ruto was among the 6 suspects who at the time was accused of masterminding political violence. So from 2010, the investigation was opened. So the case was neither confirmed, withdrawn, or terminated. But going by the latest information from the deputy prosecutor, that Shamesh Khan, it's like William Ruto case has come to an end. And of course, there was a time when they opened an investigation and later a warrant of arrest to 3 individuals. We had Baraza, Bet, and Gicheru. And these guys were sent warrant of arrest and a case opened for them because there was allegation that they were interfering with witnesses. So what happened? One of the suspects just died in a mysterious way. You also remember in September 2022, Gicheru, is it Gicheru? Not Gicheru. Yeah, Gicheru just died in a mysterious way. So the prosecutor had to make a decision. And according to her decision, this is what she's saying here, to confirm that indeed maybe Ruto's case is coming to an end. On 31st March 2010, pre-trial chamber 2 granted the request of the office of the prosecutor to open an investigation in the situation in the Republic of Kenya in relation to alleged crime against humanity in the context of post-election violence in Kenya in 2007 and 2008. The officer's investigation led to charges against 6 suspects in 2 separate cases. All charges against these 6 suspects were either not confirmed or withdrawn or terminated without prejudice. Following the termination of the case, the office initiated an investigation into offense under Article 70 of the Rome Statute, which led to arrest warrant against 3 suspects, Mr. Walter Baraza, Mr. Paul Gicheru, and Mr. Philip Kipkoech Bet. After receiving, now that's where the bombshell comes in, official communication of the death of Mr. Gicheru, the trial chamber terminated the proceedings then Mr. Baraza and Mr. Bet remain at large. Kwa sababu huyu amekufa, hakuna kesi ya kuendelea. Lakini kwa sababu wale wengine wangali hai, wako na kesi ya kuendelea. Remember, before we continue with what the deputy prosecutor is saying here, Mr. Gicheru was William Ruto's former lawyer. So that means this was the man handling his case. He had full information. And for example, this is just allegation. If you talk about interference with the witness, if indeed it happened, then maybe the person who was in question, and of course, that the person who got the warrant of arrest, it will be William Ruto's former lawyer. If it is all about interfering or tampering with the witnesses, then that is the person maybe who was used during that time. Now it's not alive. How do you do it? Mtu mwenye unataka kushtaki ama mwenye unashtaki hayuko tena. Do you still have a case? Mambo ndio haya. So we continue. After assessing all the information available to me at this time, I have decided to conclude the investigation phase in the situation in Kenya. I have reached this decision after considering the specific facts and the circumstances of this situation. Accordingly, the office will not pursue additional case into the alleged criminal responsibility of other person. The office maintain its capacity to act on information relating to relation against witness. In this regard, the case against Mr. Baraza and Mr. Bet for offense against the administration of justice remain before the court. I have informed the relevant authority of the Republic of Kenya of this decision. Our work in the situation in Kenya will continue in relation to the two pending cases. In parallel, the office will continue to engage with the Kenya Authority, civil society, organization, and the relevant domestic actors to enhance cooperation and to identify common synergies between the office and the domestic actors. That is the statement from the deputy prosecutor. Remember, one of William Ruto's former lawyer, Mr. Was it Karim Khan, who was now promoted as the prosecutor, he excused himself from this case. That's why the case is being handled by his deputy. But this man was here in Kenya, and when he came to this country, we had the issue of crime against humanity, political violence, in terms of those who are demonstrating and the killings, police brutality, excessive force, and all those things. Azimio made noise about that, and they said his visit to Kenya was going to interfere with a letter that Azimio had wrote to ICC so that they can activate an investigation into the situation in Kenya. So he excused himself because of that, but even through his deputy, of course, he can still have some influence. That is just allegation. So right now, Ruto case has come to an end. Zile zimebaki ni wale wengine, the two guys who have a case on interfering with witness is going to continue. And then after the investigation, of course, we will have the verdict. So that is the interpretation of this information from the Deputy Prosecutor of ICC. I don't know your views, but lawyers in the building, those who understand law better, you can help us to understand this better. You can elaborate it more better through the comment section. So let us continue with the discussion in the comment section. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.